Hey guys, so I don't usually do follow-up videos, but this one is a topic that interests me as someone who is a child of the 80s, loves arcade cabinets and the whole arcading scene, and is a fan of both the quote-unquote documentaries Chasing Ghosts and The King of Kongs. So let me preface this video by first saying that if you haven't seen the last video about Billy Mitchell's possibly falsifying his Donkey Kong scores and the subsequent removal of said scores from the DK forum, I encourage you to watch that video first, which is available down in the descriptions. Also, any and all articles that are mentioned or that I reference from this video will also be in the descriptions as well. Thanks. Okay, so just to sum it up quickly in layman's terms, the core allegation is this: 3 of Mitchell's scores were captured on a PC running MAME, multiple arcade machine emulator, rather than a traditional arcade machine. There are separate leaderboards for MAME scores, and the emulator is more susceptible to cheating, such as splicing together multiple playthroughs, editing game playthrough, using save states, and even sprite manipulation. So the records in question are for 3 specific points on the leaderboard where, according to the accusations, the way the game loads, it looks more like what you would get when you're playing a MAME, not an arcade. So Billy Mitchell broke his silence a few days ago after his scores were officially taken down off the DK forum high scoreboards. Again, Twin Galaxies has yet to take down the scores. Mitchell said that the reason for this has been explained to him as a situation that arises when you're recording a feed directly from a machine, which he always does. He also argued that one of the instances brought up was during an event where the machine was set up for him by Twin Galaxies, responsible for maintaining all of the classic game records at the time, with a crowd on hand to witness this event. He also noted that the main accusations are being leveled by a fellow gamer that has a long-standing axe to grind with him. It's also worth noting that the accusations are for records that no longer stand. Mitchell, in fact, hasn't been the King of Kongs for many years. So in other words, this is a war being waged on principle more than anything. For Mitchell, he's basically pleading ignorance, but reiterates that he's given these accusations his time and attention because competitive gaming is important to him in his life. Quoting, "I'm the least tech-savvy guy in the world, but I'd be lost without the kindness of people I've never met before, calling me with information and insight. In some ways, it's a bummer. There's a lot of other fun stuff I'd rather be doing than clearing my name, but if it's a cross I have to bear for a little while, that's okay." In a recent interview, Billy said, "I've never even played MAME. I don't even have MAME loaded in my home." He also went on to say, "The film footage that he has, that Jeremy has, shows MAME play. Now, I contend that if he gets the original tape, or he gets the original room shot, he will see what I say is true. I'm not disputing what he says, I'm disputing the fact that I want him to have the original tape. And the fact of the matter is, the original footage was given to Twin Galaxies, Twin Galaxy has it or should have it, and if it is anywhere other than Twin Galaxies, that's the real problem." Now, Billy's pleading ignorance here, saying that everything was set up for him. As far as he knows, it was done on an arcade cabinet. He's never played MAME before. And he's talking about tapes that are out there that could potentially clear his name, as far as saying that there's a wide shot of a room that will show him playing on an arcade. In the interview, Mitchell says that Twin Galaxies referee Todd Rogers, himself recently embroiled in a high score controversy, witnessed his highest Donkey Kong score when he set it July 31st, 2010 at Boomer's Arcade in Diana, Florida. And again, you should be able to read these articles and find this interview on the Eastside Dave show now. It's about an hour long. Halfway through, he finally gets to question him about the MAME, and it's classic Billy Mitchell. He's very arrogant. He's kind of condescending to the host itself, even though the host makes mention that he's on Billy's side. So, you're gonna have to watch and judge for yourself. So at present, people are trying to track down the original tapes from Billy Mitchell's performances, with experts presumably being brought in to determine their validity. We'll just have to wait and see what the pros have to say about whether or not Mitchell has been cheating. If it is the case, it could mean a huge blow to this type of record keeping in general, as well as to Twin Galaxies themselves. So again, to everyone watching, I invite you to voice your opinions down in the comments, but please read the articles and try to view the interview of the Eastside Dave show. Listen to what Billy has to say and how he says it, how he avoids certain questions. If you're for or against Billy Mitchell, that's fine. Just don't be a hater and just don't be a fanboy. You know, back up your statements. Again, the intention isn't to present this information as a witch hunt, but rather to inform you on a subject that I, and I'm guessing you, for clicking on this video, find interesting. So, will this video surface? Why is someone after the scores after all this time? Is Billy truthful? Is he full of it? Like I mentioned in the first video, I'm not passing judgment. Whether his highest score is fake or not, he's still a top tier player. Maybe he's just not the best around. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed this video, guys, try clicking one on the left. You might like that one too. Again, I really appreciate you watching.